Welcome to the BakerTalk Series. During the social distancing period due to the global pandemic, we have received increasing demands from our client and network for consumption of industry content such as thought leadership article, market updates via various means of communication. Besides traditional publication of our article and publication, as well as our most recent podcast series, we are today proudly introducing our very first interactive thought leadership video series, the BakerTalk. Our very first episode is about women in Vietnam and how to unlock the legal door. Joining me today, we have our principal Trần Mạnh Hùng and our associate attorney Nguyễn Huyền Minh. Welcome to our talk.
Thank you, June. Thank you for having us today.
How was the weekend?
It was a great one, and I hope you also had a great weekend. I know you guys have so many experiences in advising our client. You know, before they started their project, they have to have so many preparation. Without going into detail, can you please list out the top legal issue that a foreign film crew should be aware of? Maybe top 5?
5? No, I have to double that number. First of all, foreign studios are not allowed to set up a 100% foreign invested company in Vietnam to produce film. They have to either enter into a business cooperation contract or set up a joint venture with a qualified partner in Vietnam for producing film. Foreign capital contribution is capped at 51%, and the pool of qualified local partner is pretty limited. Normally, foreign studio, they will process with their former option because it's pretty, less time consuming and more convenient.
Interesting. Then what will happen after the foreign film crew has found a local qualified partner and whom?
Finding a local partner is really important. Local partner will have to obtain a filming permit from the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism. It normally takes about 2 months to get the license, but in practice it could be longer. Foreign studio need to prepare a few important documents. First of all is the production service agreement, location scouting agreement, and non-disclosure documents. Preparing documents in advance carefully is really important to avoid any potential dispute.
I see. So it's very important to have a full set of agreement. So after the studio and the local partner have obtained all requisite license to really start their filming process, what are the top legal issues they should care about at this stage?
Well, there are two top issues here. Number one is to get the license to film in the location where the film is being made. Apart from obtaining the location filming permit, studio need to get approval to bring to Vietnam some special equipment like helicopter or flight cams that need some special approval.
Wow, the process is very clear. What about the post-production stage? Beside the traditional distribution of movie in cinema, nowadays more and more movie has been distributed on online platform. So are there any difference between the two forms of distribution?
Well, I have to say that the process and legal requirements, they are totally different for film distributed in cinema and for film distributed on online platform. Traditionally, for movie distributed in cinema, they will need to obtain a movie projection permit, and the decision to grant the permit will be based on the opinion of the movie appraisal committee. For film distributed over video on demand platform, I have to say that the legal framework now is very unclear. That said, now the Ministry of Information and Communication is amending Decree 6, and also maybe you already know that the cinema law is already in the pipeline for new amendment. So those amendments aim at tightening the regulation on film distributed on video on demand platform, and there are gonna be so many updates to come in the near future.
It's very positive to see that the government has been improving the legal framework and legislation for film activity and business in Vietnam. However, there are still an issue about the sensitive content, and I see that both the foreign and local film crew have difficulties in defining what are sensitive contents and about the tradition and fine habit of Vietnam. And can you tell us more about this issue?
Oh yes, criteria for content are very restricted in Vietnam. Censorship applied to anything about Vietnam War, anything about pornography or national security. That's just really tightly ruled in Vietnam.
Speaking of prohibited content, can you please share with it your experience or case study about prohibited content so that our client can have a sense or about the approach of our local authority on prohibited content?
Yes, there are a few case studies in Vietnam. Back in 1993, the movie Heaven and Earth has been cut part of it in order to be able to film in Vietnam. And recently, another blockbuster called Bụi đời chợ lớn or Chợ lớn Gangster has been banned for being distributed in Vietnam because it was incited the violence. Can you remember any other case study?
Yes, just want to add on what anh Hùng just shared. I want to share another case study about a recent movie named Abominable. That movie has been first suspended and then banned in Vietnam because of the animated night dash light showing in the movie.
It was a great and informative session. Thank you very much for joining our very first BakerTalk series. So what are your very last message to our audience?
Well, the Vietnamese government is opening doors for a lot of international filmmakers to come and film in Vietnam. So come and make movie in Vietnam.
We hope that you enjoy our very first episode of the BakerTalk series. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe to our channel for future interesting talk. If you have any ideas, requests or comments, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.